Everybody needs a network for their growth and at times of crisis. Still, nobody wants to build one for themselves as an investment. Reason? As per research, 70% of the people are uncomfortable with the idea of networking. This is because the conventional view of networking is very me-centered. In this video, we are going to discuss relationship building and networking with a completely new definition and perspective. We will break the concept into actionable items using an Excel sheet and 5 steps easy to implement model, so that by the end of the video, you have the personalized relationship and networking planner that can help you build and strengthen your circle. Before you begin, it's a good idea to take a self-assessment quiz, only 15 to 20 questions to build the context, and download the relationship and networking planner. The link for the quiz and the planner is there in the description box. Hello friends, I'm Sunny Agrawal, founder of Thinkers and Fillers, where we are passionate to make the work environment more capable and compassionate. COVID-19 has changed the way we organize ourselves at work, and so the way we network and build the relationship is bound to change. Welcome to the new norms of working, where we are not just expected to mind our language, somewhat mind our body too. Where we are grounded, maintaining social distances and can't connect personally. Where we can't hug our friends to express deeper emotions, pat on our star employees back to compliment them. And what we can see happening now, the busier we get, the more head down we get on laptops, the more internet working we do, we start to neglect networking more. And when you come online for review meetings, personal interactions take a back seat and cannot happen organically. Post any online meeting or presentations, I hardly hear, "Wow Sunny, nice shirt, kahan se liya?" Nobody is asking anymore, "Lunch mein kya laye ho?" Or simply saying, "Wah, bhabhi ji kya khana banati hai?" No water cooler catch-ups. Have you ever realized what creates our network? Such experiences, expectations, and experimentations. And hence, networking is all about building relationships before you need them, and it's the transference of trust. And in today's reality, life has become all about exchanging essential messages only and not having authentic conversations which create opportunities for relationship building. And we all know for sure that in corporate world, out of sight is out of mind. So here comes the most crucial question. How do we build interactions designed to create and foster positive relationships for such new challenging times? And that's a 5-step solution. We need to operate from greater self-awareness, establish a sense of urgency, negotiate with the reality, practice net giving, and live to seek yin-yang. Let's discuss each one by one. First, self-awareness. At an individual level, start by making an inventory list of your existing connections. Make a list of 30 to 50 people from your operational, personal, and strategic network. The operational network is your work colleagues. A personal network is your friends and family circle. The strategic network is one which brings you things that you were not even looking for. Example, people from other department, company, or industry. Because you are talking to people, and when things happen, you find out about it. You get lots of amazing insight from them. I simply love this about the strategic network. Let's look at another concept from social capital. There are 3 kinds of capital: bonding capital, bridging capital, and linking capital. Most of us have a lot of bonding capital, that is, connections with people that in some way are like us. Perhaps we are from the same region, same school or college, our family members and close friends. But what we actually need to make a conscious effort to cultivate is bridging and linking capital. And these are the kind of connections that you can have with other professionals that are not like you. Bridging capital is about your different groups and associations. In corporate meetings and family celebrations, you hang out with your bonding capital and come close to such bridging capital. For example, like other department employees, neighbors, and people who have the same interest other than you. Maybe you both love singing and love to hang out together. You network with such people and establish a bridge between different groups. And linking capital is all about vertical connections, like people in higher authorities or government officials. And I'm sure that assuming office and home together during Corona days, you're not even thinking about bridging and linking bonds. To be successful, you really need all the three capitals. Try to operate from a higher level of awareness and include a variety of people in your list. The millennials, boomers, HODs from other functions, ex-employers, teams with whom you worked with on some assignments. Whoever it might be sure you include other people who are not just like you. That will help you succeed. At the organization level or department level, make use of some data analytics. The company might be organizing some games and quizzes. Prepare a list of people who have not or say least participated in any of its activities, initiatives. What we usually track is who won and how many participated, but we don't sit to discuss why someone hasn't attended. How can the company make them participate? Are there any specific issues with them? What if they are introverts? Remember, out of sight is out of mind. It's all about looking at the landscape and making sure you have everyone critical included and evaluated. Moving to the second step, creating a sense of urgency. Now create a relationship heat map for each. You can color code to say green zone, they are with me. Yellow zone, I'm connecting with them but not that often. Red zone, not doing much about it. I mean anything that works for you. Think of what level, what depth of relationship do I need to establish with them. From the red zone, if any, do I want to shift to the yellow zone or green zone? This has to be a conscious effort. Put it on that sheet. We tend to connect with people who are just like us because they are the people we are most comfortable with, we are most confident with. If you're not good with someone before, you might not be putting any effort to resolve it. Keep your vision in mind and establish that sense of urgency. You might be looking for promotions or department change. You want to work on some different projects. You want to be updated about the industry or new opportunities. Different people have different skills and information. What expertise or knowledge you need for your future growth. Third step. Now negotiate with reality and build a feasible strategy. Ask yourself, how am I going to do it? How often do I need to see them? How to connect with them? How can I make that shift from red to green happen? Find out ways to build an environment to enable interactions. This could be in real life or it could be in virtual sense. You could read their blog and comment. You could exchange some chats. You could compliment them. Take the help of some friend to assist and introduce you to others. Let them be your sidekick. For the next meeting, join early and connect with a few initial participants. So many opportunities are there. You may think of putting some items on Outlook, calendars or reminders. Okay, these two people, I've got to see them once a month over office meetings. These people, I've just got to keep after them a little bit more frequently. With such reminders, you will know what exactly to be done when you cross paths randomly with these people. Some people say I'm an introvert. Bhai humse na ho paega. So, volunteer or find a role for yourself in any event or functions. And if you know someone in your organization, ask them to take up some additional activities. Invite them personally to speak. Buddy them up with someone else. Keep the reality and constraint in mind and make the plan. Fourth and important step, net giving. Whether we realize it or not, whether we like it or not, we are all being judged every day based on our warmth and competence. And despite the remarkable gift we have all been given to accurately perceive the intentions and ability of others, we are equally cursed with blinders that prevent us from seeing how our own words and actions come across to others. We are a meaning-making machine. We respond to a perception of the reality and not the truth. And as a result, we give others the impression that we all care about is ourselves and our own agenda. That's the reason people become uncomfortable with the idea of networking, with the idea of being judged wrong. If you want to bring a paradigm shift in your approach, replace the word working with giving as a mindset. Networking becomes net giving. To be able to execute on this, to be able to build relationships, I'll give you one straightforward, easy technique. Whether the interaction you are about to engage is long or short, face to face or virtual, try this exercise. As you begin the interaction, ask yourself, what can I do at this moment in whatever form, so that as a result of that intervention, the person I am dealing with feels more valued, empowered, competent, and capable. We come across so many opportunities daily to practice this. Let me share some examples. Instead of merely wishing happy birthday, add your emotions. Share how the individual has helped you grow. When you meet someone, not just say what's up, ask questions to know more about them. Recall the names of their kids and ask about their health. After the meeting, send someone an article, video, or feedback. Effective influencers often do things that are valuable to others. They help out, they accumulate depth. Try to understand the other person's values and frame your interventions accordingly. There is a whole list of values shared in the planner. For example, if someone values knowledge, share some article with them. If someone values challenging problems, then suggest some upcoming opportunities to them. And if you start with that mindset, that my only objective right now at this moment is to make the other person feel more valued and empowered, then you can build the kind of relationship you need in your life. And that's all you need to do. There is no technique, no magic wand, just net giving. A lot of examples are there in the quiz which I discussed at the start. In case you haven't taken it, do it and apply such impactful tips and tricks in your daily interactions. Last step, yin-yang. This is the last step to self-evaluate and establish a sense of balance. There are two forces in the universe. Yin is the passive, negative force, and Yang is the active, positive force. So be wise and detect these forces in relationships and regulate your life accordingly. Measure yourself with that Excel sheet. How am I doing? Have I done what I set out to do? Have I started ignoring someone? If I am not getting results, do I need to drop some negative forces from my list? And once you start tracking it that way, you will feel the rewards of it. You will see the progress that you are making, and then you get slowly better at it, a little bit more naturally. Ensure the same balance for your personal and professional life. Make a list of do's and don'ts with whom you should go out and meet. Would that be a great idea to have lunch with different people? Remember, social distancing will continue. Now you can't hug others, express yourself easily. How are you planning to equate that emotional void? If you start looking at this as just developing your innate curiosity towards other people, what do they do? How does it connect? How would they see what I am doing? Then it becomes a lot easier. If you think of this process as demonstrating your values, then interactions and relationship building will go hand in hand. The more you are clear about your values, the more authentic and transparent your communication and relationship will become. Keep reflecting on the process and your values to strike a balance. And to wrap that up, the 5 elements of effective relationship building and networking are self-awareness, urgency, negotiate, net giving, and yin-yang. And that just happens to spell sunny. It becomes easier for me to remember the steps and consciously practice it. Try doing similar with your name. Convert it into a list of steps to be followed. Social isolation has a more significant impact on mortality than obesity, and loneliness has an equivalent impact on your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It's crazy. Connections don't just feel good, they are good for us. So get connected and you will get results faster, easier, and better. These tips will change all relationships that you are in and the ones that you are trying to build and nurture. The long-term benefits of having strong relationships with your family, team, customers, and vendors will carry you through the challenging times or when you need to meet a tight deadline. Building trust and loyalty will help you become not just a good leader, but one that makes a remarkable impact on the lives of others. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started. Please check out our website resource section for lots of material to enable you with this skill. There are infographics, books, and case studies infused with lots of tips and tricks. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will be adding lots of short videos with more practical tips and suggestions to build network. So stay tuned. If you have any questions or suggestions and want to share your experience, please feel free to connect with me on any forum like LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook. Wishing you all the best. Let's enable the work environment to be more capable and compassionate. Thank you.